here I am to keep it on. So there we go. That's exciting. Nobody's watching, but that's okay. And well, if nobody's watching, is it happening? Is it occurring? Is it live? Are we really live, or are we just pretending to be live? Don't know. Anybody there? Nobody's there. Okay. Well, I'll just sit here and Jack Tinker is here. Hello, Jack. Hi, how are you? Oh, David Marlin, thank you very much for popping in today. Good to see you. Wonderful. Sorry, I got a little late start here today. And of course, I had turned on the damn camera, but it kicked itself off. So we are on and live and super excited, obviously, as always, here at High Noon with Vermin Supreme. That's me. And hey, Dirty Dog, how you doing? I am live. We are live. I am alive, and we are living here together at the same juncture in time and space as luck would have it. So what are the odds? I imagine they are infinitesimal. Infinitesimal. That's a great word, isn't it? Hey, Jason, how are you? Oh, Anna Bananas in the house, Dirty Dog, and Anna, how wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, shit. Yeah. So, let's see. David Marlin asking me a question here. Do I have any advice for a first-time book writer? Yes. And did you self-publish? I sort of self-published. It was a very odd little confluence where I was part of a project called The Candidates by Craig Thomasoff, I believe, who was a writer for TV Guide, and that's pretty exciting. But anyway, he was writing a book on the fringe candidates, and I was included in a chapter. And his publisher, Bob Tomistic, what was his name, was publishing his book, essentially sort of a little small-timey hobby publisher, and he offered to publish mine, and which I guess that essentially entailed formatting it for Amazon. I mean, I guess that's the trickiest part about self-publishing is the formatting. So you might have to find somebody that can give you a little helpfulness in formatting the damn book. So that once it's formatted, then you can sort of have it automatically distributed through the Jeff Bezos Amazon monstrosity. Hey, Cherry Garcia, how you doing? It's a very fine Ben and Jerry's flavor. Here's to you. Oh, that's right, Jack. There is no snow. We had a big nor'easter, lots of wind, took down a few trees, even had a rock slide towards the end of our driveway at the little canyon area, this huge ass fucking rock, which would have been far too heavier to lift by man or machine. And luckily, it did not go all the way into our driveway, or else we would have been stuck here forever. However, it got stopped, and it's just there. And hey, Tony Johnson. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Good to see you. But no, we got no snow. Got no snow. Trees fell. Flooding. The usual bad weather. But these are biblical times, as you can only imagine. So get out that Bible. All right. High Noon, Vermin Supreme, coffee, drinking coffee. Yay. Well, wow. Snow. No snow here, though, and I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. Yes, there was a time when we would love the snow and ski in and out and pull the sleds, but now we are old and not too thrilled by the extra aggravation of snow. Vocal Trader, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the show. It's High Noon with Vermin Supreme. Where'd that? Yeah. Ow, I burnt my thumb on my coffee while I was spilled it in my other hand while I was spinning that little noisemaker there, trying to be exciting like a drive time DJ. Hey, Matt Mariani, maximum waddle power. You bet. Zip, 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 zip. Yeah, I'm going to sue myself. I spilled some coffee on my thumb. I think I can only going to have to sue myself for damages and ouchies. Yes. Wouldn't that be great if we could just sue ourselves and then we'd have to pay ourselves, and that sounds like the basis of some sort of economy. I'm not sure what it would be though. Uh, Sarah Brazo, under 15 feet of pure white snow. Vocal trader, beans, coffee beans, I'm assuming. Weather to go out and brave the snow for coffee. I mean, you could always melt the snow, I guess. We've done that a few years. We're melting the snow for, well, snow drinks are always a lot of fun. What you do is you get a cup, get a glass, pack it full of snow, and then you add your liquor in your mixer, and it's like a slushy. Yeah. So yeah, we were house sitting for a few days. Our friend Eric and Julie, they went on a snow trip. They had to actually travel hours and hours up into Maine in order to find the snow that they needed to do their wintertime snow activities. And they brought their dogs with us, so we didn't have to screw around with no dogs. But I did feed the horses and clean up the horse shit, and practicing for that pony-based economy for sure. It's a lot of fun. Yay, exciting. Don't do it. I assume Jack is warning me off from the chemtrail snow, because that's your MO, bro. But watch out where the huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow snow. But regular snow, I mean, come on. We consume so much fucking toxins and poisons and everything we eat and drink that I don't think a little snow drink is going to make that much of a difference. I mean, fucking microplastics, for goodness sake, they're everywhere. Yeah, I wrote that little poem for you on the fly just for you, Jack. Ah. Let's see. I don't know if I saw that corn dog meme. Well, I don't know when Corn Dog Day was, so I don't really have a reference. But I'll keep my eyes out for it, and I'll see what's what. Unfortunately, it's today. Well, I will see it and I will share it then once I get that happening, that part of my day down. Unfortunately, our Wi-Fi is out, our phone is out, and it's not because no tree came down. Well, I guess that's the initial reason, but that was like a whole bunch of years ago when a tree fell down and took down our telephone line and our electricity, I think, and the electrical people were able to restring the power line between the two telephone poles, but the telephone people didn't really think it was that important. So there is a stretch between two of the poles in the woods where the line just sort of drops down to the ground, and every so often I have to pull it up out of the creek and set it up on the trees so that I don't know. It's really sloppy work, let me tell you. I mean, it goes down and then it goes a couple hundred feet, and then it goes back up onto the next pole. So it's really fucking shoddy bullshit. But they can't get a truck in there, and they don't seem to be motivated to go in with the ladder and climb it and do it right. So what they did was they just fucking spliced it, and it's a pretty shoddy splice. And every year or so, every other year, the splice goes bad, and the rain gets in, and it destroys our ability to make telephone communications with the outside world. Luckily, we have this here backup, this beautiful iPhone. Thank you, Vermin Supreme Institute, for providing us with this beautiful piece of equipment that allows me to do just this, broadcast and I guess I should pitch the Vermin Supreme Institute, so therefore it becomes a legitimate cause for the phone. So that's exciting. And Tuesday, they said they'll be by Tuesday and re-splice it. I guess I could probably re-splice it myself, but I don't effing know, man. There's a lot of little tiny wires in there. I mean, it's not hazardous. It's just a fucking phone line, but nonetheless. Oh, thank you, Tony Johnson. Once again, of course, we got the thing back here. Clear, clear, clear. Nope, no, no novelty phones. I'm afraid none of those Garfield phones that sort of wash up on the beach over in Europe every so often. We wish. Oh yeah. So that's where I'm at, man. Hope it's all good where you are. Hope that your weather conditions get better sooner. That's my hopefully wish. Is that my fucking hair hanging down, or that's my fucking eyebrow? Jesus, I should. Or is it the glasses reflecting? I can't really tell. Hey, it's Matt Mariani. Oh, gonna watch Brazil. Very good, very good. Oh, and 12 Monkeys. I do enjoy that 12 Monkeys movie. It's pretty fun. In fact, a friend of mine, Tom Scruggs, worked on that movie as a set dresser. He was dressing sets at the time down in Baltimore, and he actually had a hand in making that weird space suit thing that I think Bruce Willis was wearing, maybe. Um, and so he actually did that with tinfoil and duct tape, or God, I don't know how he did it, but that was pretty cool. Pretty cool that the movie making industry does indeed create so many jobs for peoples. Oh, I do have one of those clear phones. I do have that. That's our special tester phone for when our landline goes down. I can test it on the outside of the house and see what's all fucked up. But I know it's all fucked up now. It's a bad splice. Luckily, they'll fix that soon enough, and Becky will get back online. I can be online anytime I want because I got a personal Wi-Fi hotspot right here on this phone. So that's fucking super fucking exciting, I guess. But enough about me, or enough about you. I don't know. Kevin Kerr, how you doing? Yeah, Bruce Willie. Damn shame, damn shame. But I guess a lot of people, if they're not lucky, faculties slip away as we age, and there's a lot of mind-wasting diseases out there. And hopefully we'll get lucky and yeah. So yeah. So that's good, but I do like the idea that Bruce Willis was able to make a whole shit ton of movies, even while he was slipping, and they put the little thing in his ear to give him his lines. And although I guess he fucked up with a prop gun one time, but hey, shit happens, and the people were looking out for him. Maybe, I mean, it's not like I guess he wasn't rich enough, where they didn't want to pimp him out. That was last few flicks, but so it goes. So it goes. Uh, 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 oh, good morning, Craig Harris. How are you? Okay. Well, I didn't know that either. Although I don't know what that is because of the lag time. So it is interesting. Yes. So it's really pretty mild day out here, Cape Ann. Very mild. Enjoying it, loving it outside, not huddled inside somewhere. Got an interesting cameo coming up. And if you need a cameo, all you new kids, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme is one way that you can help support the Vermin Supreme institute, I guess. It's still a thing. We still say it's a thing, and I guess that makes it a thing, even if we haven't done too much with it. Nonetheless, it still exists, and we still have to file paperwork on it. So one of these days, we'll do something with it that will make it all actually, literally, legitimately worthwhile. But until that time, it's parked. It's cool. It exists, and we'll do some shit with it once we get a little more money to give away and stuff, I guess. But I think the website's still up. I guess it is. That website makes it look like it's a thing, and if it looks like a thing, maybe it's a thing. I don't know. Oh, Matt Mariani, that's a very good question. Do I still have a project going on with Lord Buckethead? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, we are in development, you might say. As you may remember, some of you longtime viewers, I almost had that representation with the Buckwall Talent Agency, but that totally fell apart because they weren't giving me the exclusion, the cutaway for my political activities. And so the guy that I was working with, he got let go, and Alex, and so I've been working with him to create the Lord Buckethead sitcom series. He has brought on Rachel and a woman, Natalie, who was actually the woman who almost got me the gig with the talent agency. And we are starting up regular meetings, creative meetings for the Lord Buckethead Vermin Supreme project, which they have the connections and the contacts to potentially sell that fucker thing somewhere and maybe make us all some money. Well, me and them, not you so much, but I'll share if I have to or if I need to. So that is very exciting. The Lord in Vermin, which I guess it's currently called the Bucket and the Boot, but I like Lord and Vermin. It might be called something different, but be that as it may, we are going to start having some multi-hour meetings and all that shit. Me and Natalie and Rachel and Alex. And once we get it to a point where they have the presentation down, I guess we are going to fucking sell that shit. Going to sell that shit, going to make that shit. They have it in their minds that it's going to be an animated series, which I guess on some level is a potentially simpler project. They think they can sell it as an animated project to maybe to Adult Swim or some crap like that. So cautiously optimistic, fingers crossed, but it's like all of my projects, we'll see if they happen. I'm not holding my breath, but we could all be pleasantly surprised. You just never know. You just never know. And of course, there's a brainstorming session this afternoon with the Team Supreme getting together and trying to figure out a bunch of shit. So that's always good. The brainstorming, but of course, that's the easy part. Actually, making it happen is where the rubber meets the road. Like when I fall down and hit my head, I guess that's when the rubber meets the road. It's yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and there is always that saying, "May the road rise to meet you." And in my mind, that has always meant falling down flat on your face. So I always didn't think that was the greatest of blessings, if you will. May the road rise to meet you. Boom! Oh, there it is. In my mind, that's what it always has been. So yes, Matt Mariani, there is still hope. There's still hope, and of course, the creator of Lord Buckethead has given us semi-blessings on it. We still have negotiations to do in terms of getting the final permission for the copyright and all that crapola, but that's a little bit down the line. But we'll just fucking see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The Vermin verse, it's expansive, it's huge, it's vast, it goes on for eternity, it many dimensions. Whoa, whoa. Oh, look at me trying to make things look visually interesting. But barely. Oh, man. Okay, I don't even know if that's a proper exercise. I maybe. Oh yeah. Feel the burn, people. Feel the fucking burn. Feel the. Oh well, actually, I no longer feel the burn on my thumb from the hot coffee, so that's good. Um, let's see. Tony Johnson, can I bail out SVP with the VSI? I don't believe that it would be legitimate. I don't think they're, but I don't know. I do not know. All right, drinking coffee. Coffee getting tepid. Might have to take a break and microwave it. Leave you alone for a few minutes. What kind of show is that? This is the kind of show where I can wander off and come back, and maybe you'll still be watching. That's the kind of show this is, and that's the kind of show I like. The show where you, the viewer, has the ultimate decision whether to continue watching or not. Now, once I see the stats, on average, hey, we get like maybe 80 people in here throughout the hour, and they watch up to 10 minutes on average, and that's pretty good. That is a really good retention rate, from what I understand. And let's see what else. April Fool's Day telethon fundraiser coming up very shortly, I guess. Guess I'd better start getting a little more fucking serious on that. Rick Henry with a unsubstantiated claim that microwaved water will not germinate a seed. We do not know if that's true or not. If anybody wants to make a scientific experiment, we'll have to make that. We'll have to check that out. I don't know. Has it been peer reviewed, or is it? You saw it on a meme. I saw it on a meme too. There's so many unsubstantiated claims by way of memes these days. It used to just be people talking nonsense, but now there's so much disinformation, misinformation, confusing, contradictory information, information that is true and information that is untrue. It's a very curious position we find ourselves in, trying to sort through it all, wade through it all. People's opinions made up from memes and the information is like, oh, I heard this on the internet, and what was it? It was Vermin saying some fucking nonsense that he had heard on the internet or saw on a meme once, and then it's just becomes a part of your brain. It's like, oh, right, that's what I think because that's what I heard from somebody who heard it from. It's like, I know, crazy times. All right, gonna go heat up my coffee. I'll be back in 2.5 minutes, let's say. You can time me on this. All right. Oh, here we go. Ah, shit, man. Oh, God. Hey, we're back. Hey, anybody still watching? It seems like when I walk away, it seems like people tune in and continue to tune in. So that's interesting. I barely have to do this show. It seems, or pop in and out. I could probably do errands and stuff while we get along. Um, all right. Anyway, I'm back, Dirty Dog. Don't panic, and Banana. It's okay. Everything's good. And oh yeah, that's the new segment. The new segment of the show. I've got a pocket microwave right here, Dirty Dog. Ha ha ha. Yes. Okay. No, I like that. It's part of the show now where I go and heat up my coffee. It's some people's it's their favorite segment. Some people really enjoy that part where I just wander off for a few minutes, and I can see why. I can see why. It gives you a few minutes to really digest the lessons that I've been giving. Yeah, maybe I should be more like one of those life lesson people. And oh yeah, you can do it if you set your mind to it. And all you have to do is really focus and picture what it is that you're trying to achieve in your life. Where do you see yourself in 5 days? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How will you get to where you want to be in 5 days in this 5 year period? Um, how can we better ourselves other than disrupting shit? Yeah, let's disrupt shit. Sounds much more better, more fun. Fuck with the consensual reality. Times are getting fucking weird and crazy. Um, just heard a report. Now, once again, it's like such old fucking. Yes. Motivation is depressing. Welcome to motivating your depression with Vermin Supreme. Yes, life is shit, and it sucks, and we suck, and we are terrible people, and nobody likes us, and they hate us because we suck, and we must take this information, that we suck, and how can we use it to make our lives worse and more boring and more crappy? How can we become the crappiest people we know? Because there's a lot of people in the fucking running for that shit, man. Babs was telling me like last night that Massachusetts is like the #2 fucking Nazi hotspot in the nation of all things, and it is true that the North Shore, the NSC 13 or whatever the fuck they are out in force, and those fuckers, and oh god, the fucking Nazis. I mean, they feel emboldened. They're out there, man, partying in the streets, fuckers. So we obviously have our work cut out for us, just trying to keep our heads above water and our loved ones safe. So let's do what we can. All right, well, I can see that we are 30 minutes into the show, and we started the show 30 minutes late, so technically I could cut off and pretend that it was on the whole time, but we won't do that. I'll just finish up my coffee and let's smoke some weed. Smoke some fucking weed, people. And of course, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. If you need a cameo, that's where you go. Patreon.com/Vermin Supreme. Patreon.com/Vermin Supreme. If you want to kick me down a few bucks monthly, you can do that. And of course, verminsupreme.com/shop. All right. Jack Tinker with a question. Am I going to be a Democrat or Republican this chapter? I don't know. Don't know. All depends on the access up in the New Hampshire primary. All depends on the New Hampshire primary, really. Depends on the field, how it shakes out. Yeah. We're just going to see how it goes. I mean, I think I get more votes on the Democratic ticket. Up in New Hampshire, we'll see. It's not chosen yet. In fact, we are exploring. And this is part of the exploratory committee right here. Thank you for helping me explore the possibilities. abilities. All right. Dirty Dog. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Boston. Probably not much. I don't know. Were they fighting? Were they fisticuffs? Were they brawling in Boston? I don't know. Boston. I'm not gonna fucking. Don't get me started. Fucking fuckers. Trying to bait me into saying stupid shit. God damn motherfucker. Oh. Hey, Kevin Kerr, how you doing? Um, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'll read that. Oh, geez. Cancel that. Okay. If everything is subjective, then what good is truth anyway? A plutocratic strategy or technocratic conspiracy or a vision of utopia that only the besotted can see. It's true now more than ever. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm cool with that. Whatever. Whatever. I'm a little tired. I mean, this is my third cup of coffee, sure, but doesn't mean I'm caffeinated just yet. But let's finish it up. Let's smoke some weed and do whatever the fuck we're supposed to be doing here. All right, fine. Fuck it. Fine. Let's look at the weed. Oh, look at that weed, man. Woo. Look at those buds. Oh, yeah. Acapulco Gold. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, can you smell it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. I don't know why my phone don't focus, on close like that. I guess you need one of those super duper phones that has a super duper focusing thing on it. But that's what it looks like. I don't trim it down too good. I don't mind the sugar fucking leaves in my weed. I don't mind smoking that shit, man. It's okay. Makes some milder smoke. All right. And let's see. We got the old Vermin Supreme boot hat chillum. And you can too. You can get one of these beautiful glass chillums made by the artist Anthony Bradbury, who we haven't seen for a little while, but I'm sure he's out there. And yes, it would be me and Marianne Williamson in the race. I have a feeling she'd probably beat me up there, but still I could come in second. Especially if Joe Biden stays off the ticket, because the New Hampshire primary thing about the New Hampshire primary is in their state constitution. They need to be the first one in the nation, and yet the Democratic National Committee has given that to South Carolina. So there is a controversy going on between the two states, South Carolina and New Hampshire, who will be the first. And will the DNC claim, as they did in D.C. when they tried to be the first, that they will not seat delegates? So there could be some calculations of the various candidates in what primary to appear in, and there is a vague possibility that Biden would stay away from the New Hampshire primary because the DNC might not seat their delegates and would be pissed at Biden for crossing the DNC. So it's possible, there's a possibility that he might not be on the ballot in New Hampshire, which would lay it clear for a path to victory, me or Marianne Williamson. So be that as it may, verminsupreme.com/shop. So it's going to be very exciting come January or December or whenever the New Hampshire has to move their date back, their primary date. I mean, they could move it back to next week if they had to. But we'll see how that goes. Wow, look at those things from the glasses in the sun and weird. Okay. Anyway, verminsupreme.com/shop if you want to buy Vermin Supreme crap. Maybe you don't have enough Vermin Supreme crap. Maybe you need some more. Maybe you don't want to make your own, because you could always make your own Vermin Supreme crap. All you have to do is write Vermin Supreme on something, and it's like instant Vermin Supreme crap. Am I right, people? Yes. Yes, I am. I am grateful for the abundance. That is Becky's little prayer that she throws out there. And I'm going to throw it out too. I am grateful for the abundance. Oh, yeah. So probably won't see too much of a difference today. A lot of times you see me get all caffeinated up and gonzo, and then I smoke weed and chill the fuck out. But, um, I think I'm already previously chilled the fuck out. So let's smoke more weed, shall we? Also, got a note the other day from my friend Darren Garnick, one of the longest running reporters that's been covering my shit since '96, and he's got something in his mind. So we're gonna find out what's going on. Let's see. We got a question here. Jordan Denny, thanks. Welcome to the show. And yes, Massachusetts is legal for all intents and purposes. We are allowed to grow 6 plants per person, or possess 6 flowering plants per person. You could have 1,000,000 unflowering plants, but 6 flowering plants, or 12 per household, I believe is the maximum limit. And you are allowed to possess up to 9 ounces of dried flower or green vegetable matter or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so yes, completely legal, and yay for that. Literally saving thousands of dollars a year that I would normally spend on weed. Even though I don't smoke a lot of weed, maybe it was a gram a day, but that's like an ounce a month. So that's 12 ounces a year, and you multiply that, times 300 or so, and I'm 4,000, saving $4,000 just like that. Boom, yay, happy day. Now, of course, individuals can't sell it. They have to be licensed to sell it, dispensaries, etc. And we do have dispensaries. But you can give it away, and you can make gifts of it. So that's cool. And of course, if you are a Patreon member, patreon.com/Vermin Supreme, anytime that you find yourself in the vicinity that I am, I'll get you stoned. I'm going to get you high. I'm going to get you so high. And then we'll play putt-putt in the woods. That's right, because I got the mini putt-putt golf course out here, 18 holes of mini putt-putt. And normally we charge we haven't yet, but charge over $100 per person to play on the Airbnb experiences. And but for you, as a Patreon member, gratis, free. I will welcome you onto my golf course if you are a Patreon member, or really if you're anybody I like who doesn't have that kind of money. But anyway, okay, so it's good. We're smoking weed. Sun's coming out. Jesus, it's fucking great. Smoking the weed. Dirty Dog asking about the battle against gingivitis and the free ponies. Yeah, it's of course everything's fucking. Trust the plan. Trust the plan, Dirty Dog. That's what I'm saying. You gotta trust the plan. It's true that Q has that letter all sewn up, but V, trust the plan. Vianon. Welcome to the Vianon channel. And I'm not V. Brazo, of course. Anytime you and Rocky and the kids are in the area, yeah, we got campgrounds. A little overgrown at this point, a little full of debris, but yeah, of course. All right. Whoa. Woo. Yeah, well, we ain't that far, about 20, 24 hours from where you're at, I think, and whatever. Yeah, and then you can put your own campsite out on the Airbnb and shit, and charge fudgies. Fudge. You can charge the fudgies money. Well, I guess fudgy is a specific term to Mackinac Island, but I or lowers because you're a Youper. You guys are Youpers, right? And people from the Lower Peninsula or whatever that is. Oh yeah, yeah, but yeah, them kids and oh, we gotta stop and no, we didn't want this and we want that. No, I'm there. I hear that shit. Okay, V V and on. That's what I'm thinking. Need more conspiracies. Oh yeah. Driving me crazy. Oh, I'm just gonna belch here for a little bit. Release some gases. You don't mind if I off gas, do you? No, I'm sure it's fine. That's the other. I'm the only. Yeah, probably not the only, but one of the few. No, not even. Anyway, incomplete thoughts. All right. Well, I guess it's time to bust out the next piece of glassware in the series of glassware that we traditionally do it. I'm going to mix up the order a little bit. Let me see if this is still good. Okay. Still has weed in it from last week. Shows you how. Anyway, it's the severed glass head of Vermin Supreme. That's right, the severed glass head pipe of Vermin Supreme. Not available anywhere, I don't think, although it would be available through the verminsupreme.com/shop if you asked real nicely. I bet we could get Anthony Bradbury to make one of these for you. I bet we could do that. Or you could go to liquid rainbow glass, liquid rainbow glass, rainbow spelled RAY, I believe, and yeah, I bet he'd make you one. Just tell him we sent you. Obviously, he'd figure that shit out. Um, can't you smoke the edible, man? All right. Okay. So, verminsupreme.com/shop for all your Vermin Supreme shopping needs. All right. Going to go into low power mode. Apparently, losing power. I don't know. So, I guess that means we could go out any minute. But nonetheless, we are coming up on the hour. We're 3/4 into it. So, that's fucking great. And yeah, so let's smoke a little more weed and then smoke a little more weed, and then we'll call it a day, or this part of the day. And hopefully, everybody's got a lot of things to do that are going to be very productive and better humanity, or at least our immediate environment. How about that? We'll settle for that. Oops, forgot the little carburetor there. Not bad for week-old weed, right? And if I don't smoke it all now, it'll be in the pipe next week when I smoke. Because between you and I, high noon with Vermin Supreme today and tomorrow. Tomorrow on Twitch, remember. Um, it's about the most weed I smoke during the week. Is like right here with you. So you are the reason for my bad habit. It's all your fault that I'm like the way I am. If it wasn't for you, I would be different. I would be a better person. Do I believe that? No. But I'm not saying you're holding me back. No, it's me. It's me. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. Hey, cool dude 7 or dot 7. Thank you. You're very kind. Very kind. Thanks for noticing, and glad you can make it. Welcome to YouTube. This here is YouTube, and it is a format where like people can watch things move, I guess, moving flashing lights on the screen, and with sound coming out. So that's very exciting. Um, Dirty Dog, so true. I'm glad I could be such a shining example of feces. Nah, I'm not gonna get that self-deprecating because it doesn't sell. I'm just mildly self-deprecating only when it seems appropriate to do so. Yep. All right. Well, this Vermin meeting, I might tune in a little bit of this Vermin meeting, or maybe I'll just wait for the minutes, wait for the notes. But once again, keep in mind a plan of action and follow through are very critical. I mean, the brainstorm, yeah, okay, that's a great idea, but how do we get from point A to point B? How many steps will it take? Who's going to, take those steps, et cetera, et cetera. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Feel I could say more shit here oftentimes because it's just sort of stream of consciousness, and then I have to think about it. It's like, oh, geez, what did I say? What did I say? Well, I thought I was talking to myself, but then in reality, I was talking to people who were listening. So yeah, there's that. I am fucking stoned. All right, well, it's time for Glass Vermin, which was the good line. Oh man, it's hard to tell when somebody's talking about. Anyway, hey everybody, it's Glass Vermin. That's right, friends, it's Glass Vermin. The pipe that looks just like Vermin, but with a blue face. Well, yes, that's true. So once again, of course, it's the Glass Vermin pipe. I know you're hard to tell which one from the other. It's identical. It could be practically a 3D printing of me, but I don't think it was. Anyway, this is a Glass Vermin pipe. Put out by Anthony Bradbury, the famous artist in glass artesian, and it is available at verminsupreme.com/shop. So if you go there today, you will say, how much for that fucking pipe? That's a lot of money. And but the thing to keep in mind, of course, is that we split that, me and the artist, and it's a premium, and I don't know, if you can't afford it, fucking buy the fucking cheap thing. That's only $20. $20 for that. Fucking chill 'em, huh? So there you go. Vermin, don't denigrate your potential customers. These are beautiful people. They might send you money. They might help pay some of the fucking social media bills that you got going on with the fucking drop boxes and the steam yards and the fucking this and the that. And shit, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And, it'll all be good. It'll all be fucking good. Oh, man, my pipe's clogged. Shit. And I'm so glad that, because if this was a voodoo pipe, it would really hurt. Ow! So, thank goodness it's not a voodoo pipe. Because then it would feel like fire was in my belly. And, okay, that'll work. Okay. Oh, flashing images. Yes, yes. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. All right. Okay. Gonna do this thing. Gonna take a few puffs off this pipe, and then we'll play it by ear. We'll see what the fuck happens. We'll see what everybody's feeling like, or what I'm feeling like, or whatever. But let me say up front that it's very nice that we get to spend some time together on Saturday on YouTube and Sundays on Twitch and stuff like that. So that's good. So thank you once again for tuning in and taking part in this almost pointless exercise. It's borderlines pointless, I guess. And I think that's okay. It's got a little bit of a point to it, but let's just smoke the weed. You put the weed in my belly and suck my boot. You put the weed in his belly and you suck his boot. Oof. um, hmm, might have to put a little fresh weed in there. Smoking last week's weed. That ain't right. I ain't that low rent. There was a time, there was years, the salad days when weed was so tight, like there'd be no weed. I'd have no weed in the house. I'd be looking everywhere like a fucking crack junkie looking at the carpet for fucking lint, but I'd be looking for weed. Where's the weed, man? There ain't no weed. And I'd be jonesing for weed, or, you know, find yourselves sometimes you got no weed. And luckily, and I'm happy to say that I'm thankful for the abundance in the great state of Massachusetts, which has legalized the growth and cultivation of personal use recreation. Yay, woo, woo, woo. And since then, I've never lacked for weed. Yay. Yay, weed. Kevin Kerr, so true. Not everything needs a point, and some things need to. You don't need to be sharp and pointy to prod people. Don't have to. Okay, well, oh, all right. Well, I see that my battery notification is telling me that I've got like minutes left. So that's thrilling. I guess I'll have to go charge this battery and stuff. And in the meantime, I smoke a little more weed and wrap this mess up, I guess. And yeah. Oh shit. Okay, gonna get some fresh weed, man. Fresh weed. Okay, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Yeah, yeah. Jack knows. Jack's lived here. Jack's lived with me. We've had times. We've traveled the country. We've practically traveled the world and shit. And we've had some times where there just ain't been the weed, where we've been fucking weedless and we've been jonesing for weed, and that's like, oh, God. All right, let's see. Tomorrow on Twitch, or maybe next week, Jack, you should remind me, and we should tell some stories about our times traveling the country and running into troubles and all of those. Yeah, we got some good stories. We'll have to tell that one time, and in particular, the crossing with a caravan and getting jacked up and all that shit. Fuck, that was fucking crazy, and real crazy story. So we'll tell that crazy story next week, because I don't want to start that story and have the battery kick us out. Put the weed in my belly, suck my boot. You put the weed in my belly and suck my boot. I'm Vermin Supreme. Put the weed in my belly and suck my boot. Okay. All right. And let's see. Do nice things for everybody, people, okay? Do some good things. I know I haven't been hounding on my fucking you minister mode and saying all the platitudes and nice things recently, but that's the way I feel. Be nice. Be nice. Check in with people, say nice things. Say, hey, looking good. Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's good to see you. You're a beautiful person, and all that thing. So, Kevin Kerr, thank you very much. That was a very good. That Stossel motherfucker, he pissed me off because he did tell me oh, he said, well, I'm gonna come at you for your name, and it's like, okay, you can ask me about the name, but he asked to write the first goddamn question during my fucking introduction. What the fuck was that? It's like I have to defend my fucking use of my name. He blew my fucking whole shtick, man. I mean, originally it was gonna be like, come on, my name is Vermin Supreme. I am a meme, and then I take the boot off, and it was like I had worked that bit out like at the various debates, and it was very dramatic, very smooth. But he fucking stepped in my shit, fucking motherfucker, Stossel, punk ass, bitch. Dirty dog. That's a very good question. I don't know. Yes, it's pretty convoluted, but we'd have to get Desiree in here to talk us through. That would be much better, because she knows that game a lot better than I. Well, yeah. Or Tyler. Maybe we could bring Tyler, and I think, yeah, or yeah, we have people experts. Why? Do you have that game? Do you own that game? I don't know. Right. All right. Well, anyway, that's me. Uh, fucking getting a little fucking sidetracked here myself. So I'm sidetracking myself and rambling and ranting, and it's like, oh, geez, I'm supposed to make sense. Supposed to be a little linear, not supposed to be jabbering to myself. But you got to get to the point, get to the place somehow, get back on that train. But luckily, I could sort of catch myself for after a fairly short period of time, like Vermin, get back on track. So, what have we learned today? No idea. So, if you need a cameo, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. If you want to patronize me, patreon.com/Vermin Supreme. If you want to buy Vermin Supreme merchandise, verminsupreme.com/shop. If you'd like to watch the Vermin Supreme documentary, it's free on YouTube. A little hard to find, but all you have to do is type in Vermin Supreme and Outsider Odyssey. And Outsider Odyssey, and it'll pop right up. Pretty fun movie. You should watch it. What else we got going on? Same-o. Like, subscribe, tune into Twitch tomorrow at noon. We'll do the exact same thing, but mildly different. And other than that, have a real nice week or have a real nice overnight. And do what you can to make the world a better place. And if that's a little bit much to just, do what you do to keep your own domestic trip together. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because, you can't take care of the world until you take care of yourself. Because you got to come from this place where you are the light and love that you want to see, that you want to be. Share the love, blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, all the things. And so, yeah, we got the exploratory committee going on. Always looking for volunteers. It's a little early in the season for volunteers because we don't have all the tasks put together that we could assign you to. But nonetheless, we're always looking for a new crew with talents and ideas and things like that. So, reach out to us and we'll try and put you to work for sure in the ridiculously vast and expansive Vermin-verse, Vermin Supreme team and Vermin Supreme Institute and all the things that exist on various levels in reality, and a lot of it's just in our imaginations, and that's just the way we like it. So you can imagine things, you can work imaginarily, or you can work with us in real. All depends on how you feel. And with that, I will bid you all a warm fondue, and take care, and love one another. Boom. Oh, I hit the wrong button.